Hello my dear students, how are you? Today we will study Unit 10, Lesson 1. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to ask for a recommendation. So the first part of our lesson is grammatical part. We're gonna explain superlative adjectives and also comparative ones. Let's go to our slides first. Okay, so first of all, guys, if we talk about comparison of adjectives, so we should know the difference between comparatives and superlatives forms. Also, we should learn about spelling rules, and also we have speaking activity using a chart. We have also making comparisons, and finally we have reading exercise, which is titled Who is Who. Let's start first to know what does the word comparative mean, or exactly what is comparative used to. Comparatives are used to show the difference between two objects. If I'd like to compare two objects or two persons, I should use the comparative form of the adjective. And we have here some rules for the comparatives. Let's start. Rule number 1. If an adjective has one syllable, we add the ending er to the adjective. Like if I have, for example, small. Small is a one syllable adjective. If we'd like to change this adjective into a comparative form, we should add er, then we follow the adjective by than. So small should be smaller than. Hard should be harder than. We have here example. We can say the ant is smaller than the hippo. The ant is smaller. We notice we have here er at the end of small, and also we follow it by than. The ant is smaller than the hippo, or we can change it to be the hippo is bigger than the ant. Rule number 2. If a one syllable adjective ends with a consonant plus here a vowel plus a consonant, you must double the last consonant and then add er. Look, if I have an adjective like big, for example, and it's one syllable because it has just one vowel, look at the letters or the spelling form of big. We have B, I, G. B is consonant, I is a vowel, and G is a consonant. When I add er, it should be like this, bigger than. We do what? We double G. Okay, B-I, double G-E-R. Then also we should add than. Fat, the same. Here F is consonant, A is a vowel, T is consonant. We add er how? By doing this, fatter than double T. Example, the elephant is fatter than the giraffe. Notice here, guys, that we have this er, but before er we double T, and we follow the er, the adjective fatter ending with er. We follow it by what? By than, because it's a comparative. Rule 3. If an adjective ends with a y, remove the y and add ier. Like happy, for example. The last letter of happy is what? Y. Okay. If I like to add er, I drop y and add ier. So it should be like this: happier, ier. We don't have y here. Happier what? Than. Funny. The last letter is Y, so funnier than. Also the same here, we drop Y and we add I instead of Y, then ER, and we have also here than. Example, the girl is happier than the dog. Look at this, you find that here happy should end with Y, so I drop Y and add I, then ER, and of course happier ending with ER, I follow it using what here? Using than. If an adjective, rule number 4, if an adjective has 2 syllables or more, this is called what we call it in grammar long adjective. Long adjective is the adjective that has 2 syllables or more than 2 syllables. In this case, we cannot add ER to the adjective and we add more before the adjective. Look at this, beautiful. We have more than 1 vowel in this word, so we have more than 2 syllables. So when I use the adjective beautiful, I should say more beautiful than. Yes, and also when I get more, I should follow beautiful, the long adjective, okay, by than. I can use the opposite of more, which is less. Less beautiful than, that's fine. Expensive, satisfactory, the same. I say more expensive than, more satisfactory than, and as you know that we have a lot of adjectives like interesting, exciting, terrifying, frightening. These adjectives are long adjectives containing more than 2 syllables. Example, the butterfly is more beautiful than the frog. I hear beautiful. This is a long adjective, so I use more in before beautiful and then after beautiful. If I'd like to start with the frog, I can say the frog is less. Instead of more, I use what? Less. The frog is less beautiful than the butterfly. That's fine. The last rule here in comparative, we have some exceptions. Not all the adjectives in English we can add to them ER. No, some adjectives are exceptional cases, or we call them irregular adjectives, like good, bad, far. Good, here I say better than, so better than. Bad, I say worse than. Far, I say farther than. So you notice that good changes to be better, bad changes to be worse, far changes to be farther, and so on. Okay, now we finished comparatives. Let's talk about superlatives. Superlatives are used to show the difference between more than 2 objects or 2 persons. If I talk about 2 objects or more than 2 objects or more than 2 persons, I should use superlatives. Yeah. If, for example, if I compare one person in a group with all the other persons in this group, so this is superlatives. Okay. If I compare a student in the class to all the other students in the same class, so here I should use something called superlatives. Okay, we have some rules. Rule number 1, if an adjective has 1 syllable, we add the ending est to the adjective. Example, small, we add est, but we should put the before the adjective itself. So the plus the 1 syllable adjective plus what here? est. So note that when we add er to the adjective, we should follow the adjective with er, with than, but when we add est to the adjective, we should precede the adjective by the. I say the smallest, the hardest, okay, the biggest, the tallest, like this. Example, I can say the ant is the smallest. So the ant is the smallest. The and the small plus est. Let's go to the next rule. If a one-syllable adjective ends with a consonant, again consonant, we have here a consonant plus a vowel, okay, plus a consonant again. So just one syllable adjective, it has three sounds or three letters, and the middle one is a vowel. So we double the last consonant when we add what? est. Like big, again, big and fat. When we add er, we said bigger, double g, yeah? Fat, fatter, double t. Also the same here. When we add est, we say biggest. But we should precede it by the biggest, the fattest, okay, the fattest, like this. Double t here, we have double g because we have three sounds and the middle one is a vowel. Example, the hippo is the fattest. This is what here? The and the fat plus est, but we double t. Let's go to the rule number 3. If an adjective ends with y, if we have y again, we said we remove y and add iest. Like comparative, we add ier. Okay, so this is y. Like happy, for example, we change it to superlative. We say the happiest. How do you spell happiest? H-A-P-P-I-E-S-T. So we drop y and we put I-E-S-T. Funny, the same, the funniest, drop y and add I-E-S-T. The elephant is the heaviest. Yeah, the same, the heaviest. So the and the heaviest here, drop y and add I-E-S-T. This is a superlative. Okay, guys. Rule number 4. If an adjective has two syllables or more, here we have two syllables or more, what we call them long adjectives. So we add the most before the adjective. Beautiful, we say the most beautiful. You remember when we said in comparative, here we use more beautiful than. Okay, in superlative we use the most beautiful, the most expensive, the most satisfactory, the most interesting, the most exciting, like this. Also here I say example, the airplane is what? The most expensive. Expensive is a long adjective. That's why we use the most before this one to change it to superlative. Finally, in the rules we have here also exceptions. The same, good, bad, far. In comparative we said good should be better than or better than, bad worse than, far farther than. In superlative, good changes to be the best, bad changes to be the worst, or far changes to be the farthest, and so on. Now we have more examples. If I ask you, for example, about the picture we have now on the screen in front of us, so which one is bigger, the one on the right here, this one, or the one on the left? Of course the one on the right is bigger than the one on the left. We have here three babies. Look at the picture. The first one young, the second one younger, the third one the youngest. So here young, okay, all of them are young, but this one young compared to this one younger, number 2 younger than number 1, and the last one of them is the youngest one in the three, or of the three babies or children. Here this one 20 kilograms, so we call it here heavy, and this one 30 kilograms, so we say it's heavier. This person is heavier, the adjective is heavier, so he is heavier than the first one. And the last one 50 kilograms, so we call him the heaviest. The heaviest, the plus is the superlative. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We have a lot of adjectives we can use, like cold. We can say cold, then we say colder, the coldest, and so on. Let's go to the next one. Also here, look at these pictures. The first one is what? Big. So the second one, good, bigger. Yeah, the third one, good, the biggest. Okay, look at these three pictures. We have the adjective wide. Okay, the first one is wide, so the second one, yeah, very good, wider. But here we have E, so we add just R. Yeah, okay, what about this? The widest. The widest plus ST, because we have E, so we add just ST, and we have here the. These are the more examples we have. Also, we still have some more examples. Look at this. This is what? Expensive. This bicycle is expensive, but the motorbike is very good, more expensive. More, because this is a long adjective, and the car is the most expensive. Yeah, because here I have three objects, but here the bicycle and the motorbike still have two, just two. I say more expensive. Then I add the car, so we have three. I say the most expensive. Okay, next one, we have a lot. All these adjectives here we can use, okay, to describe something using the comparative or superlative forms. Now let's go to the next part, which is the last part in this presentation. Test yourself. Can you test yourself just to check your understanding? Yeah, let's go to this slide. This game is who is who. Who is who? Okay, from this paragraph, after reading it, you can put the right name over each picture. We have here three girls, 1, 2, 3, and we have just two boys. Look, Kate is shorter than all the others. Mary is taller than Kate, but shorter than the others. Jane is thinner than Mary. Nick is taller than the girls, but shorter than Jack. Jack is the tallest boy. So if I start with this guy, Jack, for example, is the tallest. This is superlative. The tallest. Yeah, EST. So which one is the tallest? Yes, good, this is Jack. Okay, what about Kate? Is shorter than all the others. Kate is shorter, comparative, ER, than shorter than all the others. So which one is the shortest? This. So this one is Kate. What about Mary? Mary is taller than Kate, but shorter than the others. Which one is taller than Kate, but shorter than the others? The one. So Mary is this one. Okay, Nick taller than the girls, but shorter than Jack. We said this one is Jack, so this one should be Nick. Yes, that's it. Jane, and here Mary, and here Jack, the one, Nick, and finally Kate, as we said. Okay guys, this is about the presentation here. Let's go back to let's go back to our book here and try to have exercise A, which is grammar practice. Grammar practice here. Read the salesperson's recommendation, okay, and complete each statement using the superlative form of the adjective. So here in this exercise, guys, we should use what? Yeah, the superlative form. Okay, I'm not gonna use the comparative at all. So in this exercise, I need to use the plus the adjective plus est, or I can use the most plus the long adjective, or even the least plus the long adjective. Is it clear? I guess the instructions are so clear now. So let's start here. The one, sorry. So here, okay, this is the exercise we have. Number one, the V5 is a new vacuum cleaner model from Xerox. So we have here the adjective new. Is it long or short? You should ask yourself this question. Does this adjective have one syllable or two syllables and more than two syllables? So of course this one has just one syllable, so it's short adjective, so I should use here the plus est. So the answer should be what? Yes, very good, the newest, the plus new plus est. That's fine, guys. The next one, the Blendix is very inexpensive, it's cheap blender we sell. Cheap, is a long adjective or short adjective? Of course this is short because it has just one syllable, so we should use what? Good, the plus est. Yeah, so the cheapest. Let's go to the next one. Compared to our other washing machines, the Laundrix 300 is easy to use. Easy, also easy here, we consider it a short adjective, but remember easy ends with what? Y. Very good. So we should drop y and add what? I-E-S-T. Very good. So it should be like this. I say the easiest to use. 4. The Focus C50 is a popular digital camera we sell. Of course this one has more than two syllables. Okay, it has more than one vowel, so here I should use the most plus the adjective, so the most popular. 5. The Vista PX is light webcam you can buy. So light here, light is just one vowel, so just one syllable, so short adjective, I add the plus est, so the Vista PX is the lightest webcam you can buy. Our customers say the My Juice 500 is practical juicer available today. Practical, more than one vowel, so we should have here the most or the least, but here we should have, of course, the most practical. You like the morning brew coffee maker, it's difficult to use. So difficult is also like practical, is an adjective that has more than two syllables, so I can here use the most difficult, and that's right. If you don't want to spend a lot, the Viewmaster is expensive, the projector you can buy. If you don't want to spend a lot, okay, not here the meaning, because I may use the most or the least, it depends on the meaning of the sentence. But what I should know is that expensive is what is a long adjective or that has more than two syllables. That's why I should use the most or the least, any one of them. But the meaning here, if you don't wanna spend a lot, the Viewmaster is what is the least expensive projector. Of course, the least expensive projector that we you can buy. Yeah, so the least expensive projector that you can buy. But if we go to the next one, the Impress 400 isn't expensive projector we have, but it is the best. So isn't the most expensive or the least expensive? Of course this one, the last one, should be the most expensive. He want to say here that it's not the most expensive, but it is still the best one they have in this store. I guess now it's clear, this exercise. Let's move to the next one. But here, complete the conversations, use the superlative form of the adjectives. We're still with using the superlative. Also, again, the plus est, or the most or the least. It depends on the meaning. Okay guys, all of these cameras are easy to use, but which is small? Small is a long adjective or short adjective. It has just one vowel, one syllable, so this is short, so I should use the plus est. I say the smallest. Also here, all of our ski sweaters are pretty warm, but I want really heavy one. Which brand makes heavy ones? So heavy, where here heavy ends with y. Remember that we have y here, so drop y and put iest. So I say the heaviest. She wrote at least 6 books about Italy. I know, but which of her books is interesting? We have interesting here, long adjective, so I say the most interesting. Do you want to take a taxi, bus, or train to the airport? Which is convenient? This adjective convenient has more than one vowel, more than 2 syllables, so I can use here the most convenient because it's a long adjective. Number 5, you can study English at any school you want. Okay, but which school is good? You remember that? What did we say about good? We say good is an irregular adjective. We cannot add er or est to this adjective. It's gonna change completely. Yeah, so good should be what? In superlative it should be the best. Here are 3 vacation packages you can choose from. That's nice, but just tell me which one is affordable. Affordable is a long adjective. It has more than one vowel, more than 2 syllables, so I use here the most or the least, but of course from the meaning, the most affordable. What does it mean, affordable? When I say something is affordable, it means you can buy it, or we can say you have enough money to buy it. So it's affordable, everybody can buy it. It's not such an expensive thing. That's nice, guys. The next part here, this part, you should do this part as homework. I just keep it like this, and you can just pause the video and try to write the correct answers by using, but here note that you should use the comparative or the superlative form, not just superlative. No, both of them, comparative or superlative, and the first one is done for you. Try to think well of this exercise, write the answers, and I'll tell you later how can you send me the answers to check them. Okay, just to try to sum up what we studied or what we learned today, guys. We can here, sorry. Okay, so guys, what we studied today, just to sum up what we studied, we learned about how to use the superlative and comparative in a correct way. We learned the rules, okay, the rules of both comparative and superlative forms, okay, and of course we can use them when we'd like to ask for a recommendation, if we're puzzled to buy something and we have a lot of choices. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, and see you inshallah next lesson. Bye bye.